Hey guys, sorry, let's get the uh, I don't know what happened to my thing. Let's welcome to Bay. I hope my internet is not going to be funky tonight. So we're not doing any jump the queues. We're just going to do and get stuck straight into readings. Welcome. I'm coming to you from Coral Bay in Hi Katrina, hi Christina. Coral Bay in lovely WA. And I just keep saying I'm going to try and come a little closer because that's better lighting, isn't it? You can see me then. Coming to you live from my van. It's 6:30 here, so it's not quite light enough outside to do reading outside, plus it's very noisy. Anyway, welcome to the weekly tarot show. We're going to do some mini readings. Please jump on with your questions, jump on with and come and say hi. I'm just going to randomly choose people from the comment section. I'll probably just flip up and down all the time as we do. Put your questions in there. Great. Come and say hi. As I said, I'll just pull a card for you. It's lovely to see you all jumping on board. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see Connie's back. Hello. Paige, hello, Paige. Welcome back too. Sarah, Lucy, welcome, welcome. So I'll just pop your things up here. Let's go. Let's start with Christina. You're very quick, Christina. Christina says hi, so I'll pull a card for you since you're number one. So we have here. Oh, this is for you. Look at that, 5 of Pentacles. We need to get this energy flowing, energy flowing, energy flowing. Right, so let's get that going. I'll tell you about my week in a minute, but let's get some energy flowing by doing some reading. So this is for Christina. We've got the 5 of Pentacles just for Christina. I'm going to tune in. 5 of Pentacles is like a little bit of that feel of lack around, so it's not so much that you have lack around you, there's the perception of lack around you. So when you look outside, you're thinking, I don't really have this enough, I don't have enough of this, and I don't have enough of that. I always think that's a really helpful tool to have in your toolbox, because you know that you are then heading towards something. It's almost like a bit of a kick up the bum saying, you know what, if you want that, how much do you want that? Do you want to go and get that? So where we have lack in our lives, we often it motivates us to go and go after what it is that we're looking for. So, Christina, if you're feeling a little bit like that, where it's not so much you're pining for other things, but there's that sort of sense that you're missing something in life, which is what this guy here represents. And that's in the things that you can touch and feel. That's prompting you to make some changes or to actually bring something in so you can create that energy and feel fulfilled. It's a little bit of an unfulfilled feeling, but also the 5s in the tarot, when we do little tarots in the minor arcana, is like a rock bottom space. So you can't go anywhere other than up from here. So thank you for joining in. Now, who have we got here? Carrie says, hello from Auckland. Welcome, welcome. And Carrie says, would love a card for the week ahead. I would love to do that. Got a couple of people from NZ. Welcome, welcome. Somebody asked me how I'm going. Oh, and Nicole's from Montreal. Ooh. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking at all your questions there. I'm going to try and get to as many as we can. Just if I'm missing you, I'm going to just go up and down the thing. So if I miss you, please keep popping your questions in there. I'll get to you. All right. So this is for Carrie. Would love a card for the week ahead. You can also have my weekly forecast on my YouTube channel. I do that every week. My lovely virtual assistant Tamara pops it up there for me. She's just amazing. Oh, I got this card here for you. So, Carrie, week ahead. I love this card. Now, this card popped up in the weekly forecast for this week as well. That's that sense of, oh, I'm getting the goosebumps for you. So that's a sense of really stepping into your creativity. Your mind is opening up. Now, when we have all of the options in the world to move forward, sometimes that can be so overwhelming. We don't know what to do. We do nothing. We're looking for creativity. We're looking for freedom. And when it turns up, because we've been so restricted for so long, our mind just goes, and it's blown. So we can get confused or overwhelmed, or we can just run with it. So for you, Carrie, I'm just getting this whole running with it thing that you have been held back for so long, that for this week, that's a sense of freedom, that you can actually, that you have access to the energy that you need to move forward and make a good future for yourself, is all available to you. And that's the Eight of Wands energy. If you're feeling a little bit lackluster, or a little bit like a bit tired or whatever, you can draw on Eight of Wands energy to help pick you up, because it's going to tap into your creative mind. And I'm talking about not to bring all the ideas in, it's allowing your mind to just relax and expand. Because when it expands, it'll just pick up all those little things that you've been missing, that's been trying to reach out and talk to you about. So thank you for joining me. Now let's see. Oh, Carrie says, how can I travel in a van? I do, it's very cool. Alrighty. Tammy says, hi from Tassie. Oh, and yes, I'll have a look at that too. Okay, I got you guys. Let's get this going. Energy. Keep the love coming. All right, hello from Tassie. Let's see what we've got here for Tammy. Do you love my beach hair? It's getting a bit nuts. All right, so this week I've got 2 weeks in Coral Bay. I have been out snorkeling. Now, I don't know if you guys, like, I don't talk about it a lot, but I have physical limitations, like I have a disability. So a lot of the time doing this sort of thing is quite daunting. And I got to go out snorkeling and saw manta rays doing this, their feeding, where they did this looping, huge manta rays, like, 4 meters across, all that sort of thing. Just amazing. Got to swim with them and everything. So anyway, that was my week. It was really fabulous. So here we go. This is for Tammy. Tuning into you, Tammy. All right. Oh, got this card here talking about, we had the Eight of Wands before, which was like full creativity, and we've got the King of Swords for you. So Tammy, this is about you reining everything in. It's like where things have just been too spread out, you're pulling it all in, and you're actually making some really strong decisions this week. So, and you're going to make them with really with strong conviction. So that means all the information you need is in the I'm looking at it. It's not that you're getting tough with yourself. You're just thinking, you know what? I actually have all the information I need. I'm going to make this decision, and put it all into action. It's like everything just falls into place, and you're not emotionally attached to anything anymore. Everything just makes sense, and you can actually put all of those things to bed that have been rattling around in your head and move on. And that is a really great space to be in. This is lately when the kings are turning up for me, it's talking about not so much personally, but in a global sense. So that means a lot of things that are happening outside of you that you have control over, that you've been sort of thinking about how to resolve all the answers, the ones that are going to resolve themselves, all the answers are turning up, and you can actually move on from situations that are around you. So thank you for playing. All right. Vicky Smith, I'd love to be considered. That's very polite, Vicky, and love your name. So let's do a reading for you. How are we going? Okay. Oh, Six of Swords. What the? We got. I love. This. We've got this. We've got opposites happening here. We've either got freedom and let's go and do stuff, or we've got let's bring ourselves into line and let's rein those thoughts in and start creating, bringing some like a structure into. And that's what this card is here, Vicky. This is a Six of Swords card here. It means about structure. So let me just tune into what this particularly means for you. Let's see. So when I say structure, I can immediately feel your mind go, no, don't do that. I don't do that. It's not what you think structure is. This is really just for you. Like you've got all these lovely things going here, which is lovely. It's got all these possibilities. Your mind is actually quite creative and quite expansive. And all that's going to happen is you're going to pull one at a time. Instead of trying to deal with six at a time, one at a time, deal with it, or do something with it, or decide to let it go, bring it in, and then that's a nice flow. Okay, a nice flow. Bring one thing in, let it go, rather than trying to look at six things because they're all yelling at you, or they're all calling out to you. And see this this sort of bit here, that is just the not an urgency, but a real sort of drive by the spirit world or your soul self to have those things put into place. So now it's time that all these lovely little creative choices that you have around you are now going to have an opportunity to see the light of day and decide what you want to do with them. So I love that for you, because your mind, as I said, your mind is really lovely and creative. All right, let's go all the way down to the bottom. So, okay, here we go. Right, and I'll do you next, Sarah. I can see that. I can see that. Sarah, we'll do you next, Sarah Joyce. But this is for Ray Louise. Do you see me reaching my business goals with my business mentor? My ideas are different, and I'm worried he may not understand my vision. Is this a good thing? Well, from Vicky, if you're finding that your ideas are different from a mentor's ideas, then definitely you must go with your ideas. So if again, this is just from Vicky, right? I'll pull some cards for you in a minute. Really, it's important to trust your own self. And if you're working with people that you trust and you've been working with this person for a while, and now you're tending to sort of going in different ways, it might be that your ways are parting, that this person can only take you this far. Your feelings must dictate the way that you go. And even if it's just like falls apart or falls into pieces, at least you're following your own direction and your own heart. If we continue to follow what other people think that we should be doing and not listen to our intuition, we will never learn to trust ourselves. And even those fall downs that we have, we must be able to learn to trust ourselves and get up again from those fall downs. So don't ever think that making a mistake or going down the wrong path is ever a negative thing or a bad thing. We're always learning. But this is for you, Ray. Reaching the goals, let's have a look. Definitely look at that. You are the queen of your kingdom. Queen of Wands. You can't get any better than that with the business, I reckon. Is especially like when it comes to your creative ideas. So you have a very definite and your Queen of Wands is also very vocal too. So you have a very definite idea about the way that you want things to move forward. So I believe looking at this card here is just confirming everything I've just said, is that your ideas are valid, and you voicing your ideas, if that's clashing a little bit with your mentor, then your mentor is not working with you in a way that is going to be that is actually helpful for you at the moment. So keep verbalizing. You will keep verbalizing what has to be said, because you are very strong. You're very particular, and you know definitely the way that you want to go. Let me just check in with how you're. It's funny because I'm starting to write a blog about reading other people, right? This is a perfect example. So I'm not going to go to your mentor and read your mentor. I'm going to use your heart connection to look at what your connection to your mentor and what the energy around that is at the moment. Will your mentor work with you so that your business idea can come to fruition? If there are a few tweaks that need to happen that your mentor can help you with, or is it a parting of the ways? That's really interesting. A business relationship is just as strong as a love relationship. It has to be support and love. So here's the energy. Excuse my itchy nose. So here's the energy between the two of you at the moment. And there's the ending, right? So there's like an exhaustion around ideas. It's like the ideas have exhausted. So you and your mentor have almost come to the end of a particular journey or a particular road. Now, there's nothing here that says it's a separation or going different ways. However, the ideas are exhausted. You have got fire in your belly, and you have got an opinion about how things need to go, and the relationship between you and your mentor has like the ideas are exhausted. So it's looking like this is Vicky, may speculate here that there will be a parting of the ways, and there'll be somebody else that's going to take you on the next part of this journey. Okay, so thanks for playing. Okay, now we're going to have a look at Sarah. Oh, love some guidance on how to get my motivation back for university. Oh no, sorry, I got an itchy nose, excuse me. All right, Okay, let's get some motivation back for me. Some motivation back for university. Let's get the energy flowing here. I'm loving all the love, guys. Thank you so much. That keeps my energy flowing. Keeps my energy flowing. Okay, let's see. Now, what do we need for motivation for uni? So first of all, Sarah, I can feel straight away that what you're doing and what you're studying really resonates with you. Really feels good. To me, there's like a physical aspect going on here. So the motivation side of things is there's a physical aspect interfering with your motivation, whether it's just that you're extremely tired or that there's some nutrients that need to be adding to your diet, or whatever it is. It's just it's not so much a mind thing. The mind thing is not coping because the physical is a bit tired or weary. So everything's playing catch up. That's where your motivation has gone. But here we have here. So 3 of Wands. Guidance how to get my motivation back. Okay. So 3 of Wands. Interesting, because the 3 of Wands is where you're sort of interacting with people or interacting with situations that are telling you that, just probably exactly like I just said, you're doing great, you're doing fine. So external influences are telling you that everything's fine, everything's great, when really they're not actually telling you something. It's not that they're lying to you, but they're saying things that they think you want to hear right now. I didn't tell you anything that you want to hear right now, but I really feel that there is something missing about what you can do with the study that you want to do. I know that you can feel that it's the right thing, but there is something about what you've been told about it that's making you feel or making you think that like you can't get your head around something when it comes to that. So you're fighting with yourself constantly about, if I put energy into this, it's going to get me where I want to be. So there is some information missing. I guess that's a roundabout way of telling you. So in order to, like, I think this your mind is going round and round, so it's draining your body and you're feeling tired, and it's just creating this cycle, right? So this card is straight up telling me that there is another reason to do uni, that there is a particular pathway to go down that either hasn't revealed itself to you or you haven't explored. And once you either follow that and think, oh yeah, this is actually why I'm doing this. This is the reason why I'm down this way. And once you have the reason for doing it, you're going to have all the motivation in the world. It's just whatever it is that you're being told or you're telling yourself is not actually enough for you to get back to uni, if that makes sense. So, ask some more questions. Look at what the career path is, and you're actually going to get back there. But I definitely see and feel that that study and uni is the perfect spot for you. I can feel the energy that you really good. That really sort of sets really well. Oh, Nicole says, I've been through a lot in my 53 years and I'm so ready for a shift. Please, can I have some guidance? Let's have a look around that shift and then I'll go right down to the end. Oh, here we are. Same. That Nicole. Cool. I can see you guys. I see you guys. Getting to you. Jeanette. Yeah. UK. Lovely. All right. So this is for you, Nicole. I know what that feeling, being through a lot. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to tune into your energy. I could absolutely relate to that. I'm 57. I feel like I've lived 7 lives this lifetime. All right. All right. Last and Nicole. Oh, when I'm tuning into your energy, I still look a bit of the past. That there's a little bit of the past just are catching your attention. So a little bit more of that shift is that letting go of the past. Okay, so be mindful and be kind to yourself. there's still a little bit left to remove and separate yourself from, but definitely heading in that right direction, simply because it's not dragging you back. It's just capturing your attention a little bit. So every little bit of the past that you're being reminded of, it's like chop, chop, chop. Yep, okay, I don't need to bring you with me. I need to bring with you until you get to make that decision straight up. That's what your energy is doing. So there's still that sort of cutting from the past there. That's where that shift. Oh, I'm getting lots of buzzing in that side, so that's good. Good. That means like strongly working with your guidance at the moment, and they're strongly working with me to bring a message through for you now. All right. So this is okay. This is the Ten of Wands. This is a message for you. That's that what I just mentioned, that one thing at a time. You're going to, it's sort of all still sort of sitting there, but one thing at a time. You pull it out, have a look at it, and we'll go keep or let go, keep or let go, keep or let go. There's still a little bit, as I said, to sort out. So don't despair that it hasn't all gone. It is on its way out, because I can see it on its way out. That tells me, that's the message for you, that it's on its way out. Don't be too impatient with yourself. I think the impatience comes from the fact that you can feel the end is there. It's just that, I can feel the end is, I want to get here. I can feel the future here. Why isn't it happening right now? And that's that sort of sense of it's almost gone. Oh, your guides are going crazy with me. They're all around here. It's such a great thing. That shift is such a big thing for you. So, but that's where you're heading. We just on, because I said that, already said this is what's happening for you, and that's fine. But let's have a look at let's do a possible future for you, because I know that thing a lot has happened, right? Oh, Three of Wands has turned up again. So that's a bit of having a lot of fun. Oh, not taking life too seriously for you. In this instance, Three of Wands is about, so your future is about not taking life seriously, doing what the hell you want, and everyone else can just say do what they like. And that's what this shift means for you, is that everyone else can say and do what they like. You now are not going to worry a damn about anything, because you have done the hard work, you've been through it, and on the other side, you know what, it's all about having fun now. Just be that little bit more patient. What if like you just require a little bit more patience at the moment, because just still letting go a little bit of that past, but it's not grabbing you, it's not pulling you back. You're just seeing it to let go. Wonderful. Thanks for joining me. All right, where are you? Oh, so many people here. Ah, Gail. Card, please. Yes. Okay, and then I'll do Tony and then Jason. Cool. Jason spelled my name wrong. It's all good. Okay. Has anyone ever been called a different name in their lives? Like, once upon a time, also in my 20s and 30s, people would call me Wendy. It sounds nothing like Vicky. I think Wendy was a past life, right? But absolutely, random people, different people will often call me Wendy. Okay, card for Gail, straight up. Anxiety. Look at it. This is that stress that we cause ourselves. So, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords energy, I should say, is that stress that we cause ourselves. It's the stories that we tell ourselves and the stories that we cling to in order to maintain anxiety in our lives. So, Gail, for you, all of the things that are going on in your head right now are things that you have control of and you can let go of. You are the one who is narrating that story, narrating the what it means and where it's going, where it's coming from, all that sort of stuff. Because you are narrating it, you get to pick and choose, and you can choose a different ending. You can choose not to hang on to those stories. So the anxiety that's being created around you is being generated by fear, but your own fear that's coming from somewhere, your own personal experiences. That's great news, because that means because you're creating it, you have control of it. You have the choice about whether you want to hang on to it or let it go. It's not out of your hands. You are in control. Thank you for playing. All right, let's have a look, Tony. Can I have a reading on my future? So I don't consider myself a fortune teller, but I will do some future stuff for you. We'll look at possible future, what's happening, what you're coming into. First of all, I'll tune into your energy. I'm not going to sing. I love singing. I'm not a great singer, but that doesn't. What is that? I'm not a great singer, but that doesn't stop me. That's the same, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. So let's have a look at Tony on your future. First of all, I'm going to pick up on your energy. All right. So straight up, like you're a little bit of a self-defeats around you at the moment. It's you're a little bit afraid of hoping for something or wishing for something just in case it doesn't turn out. So there's been letdowns in your life. Here we have the Seven of Wands. So your future is really, expect that what's coming up for you is going to build your confidence. So the things that you have a go at, the things that you're going to step into, you're going to choose and pick and choose things where you are going to win. You're going to have a win. You're going to have a success. You're going to have a completion around it. And it's really important when you do that, because that's going to build your confidence. And this little that little voice inside that says, I'm not really sure that I want to do that, just in case it doesn't work out. So I'm not going to do it because I don't want to be disappointed anymore. Start to become smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's really, you're on the cusp of that, of just letting all of that go and stepping into lots of success around you. And this is success from giving things a go and seeing that you can actually succeed. You can do it, and you are just as good as everything that you see and everyone around you. You actually can do it. And so that's the energy that's coming through. Oh, here's another future card. Look, your super sense. So your psychic awareness is absolutely off the charts right now. You're super sensitive to everything. So being mindful of your emotions, of what you're telling yourself. Remember, the mind lies. Okay, so listen to what your feelings are. Don't listen to what your thoughts are telling you. The whole psychology thing, we won't go there. Okay, so Jason says, oops, Vicky, not Vicky. I don't see where else you are, Jason, but I'm assuming you would like a little bit of guidance. So let's go there. We'll go down. Okay. Okay, so this is for Jason. I'm just going to do a general reading for you, Jason. I can't find it. If you've got a question out there, I can't find it, but I will do this for you. I'm going to tune into your energy. All right. Jason, right. It's like a real sort of a young vibe about you, right? So I'm not sure how old you are, but that's 35 age vibe. So whatever age you are now, the age of 35 is really significant. Whether it's if it's in the past, then that's like a turning point for you and you're coming out of something. If 35 is in your future, that's where you're heading. That's where things are going to shift. I love this three. Again, I want to go the numbers, right? So numerology is really something I think that resonates with you. Is a 3 to 5. 3 is fun, 5 communication. I don't pretend to know numerology. They're just little things that are stuck in my head. And the 8 is really hard work. So whatever you do with your life, because of the 8 that's sort of sticking with me at the moment, I'm not saying that this is your past number, but right now you're making hard work of it. So and where it doesn't need to be hard work, and you're willing to put hard work in. So there is nothing wrong with that. You are just learning about what that means and how much effort you actually want to put into something to get the results that you're looking for. And you're going to work out that that's you need some fun and maybe get some help in by communicating your needs to other people around you and getting some support. But let's have a look at, oh, there we go. So that's getting those, we've got another 6 here. So that's getting structure around you. That's getting your thoughts in order. I love your energy. You've got a really like, not playful, but very open, creative. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't do drawing or some sort of sketching or some sort of thing like that. There is a little bit of lack of self-confidence in there. However, that's that's what it is. When I look at you, when you're looking at yourself, there's a little bit of lack of self-confidence when you're looking at yourself. But when I sit in your energy, it's just beautiful. I can't describe it. It's a feeling, right? It's a freshness. It's a like a motivation, and you to hang around with you, have conversation with you. I think it would be amazing. I would love it because it would give me a lovely boost. So that's for you, Jason. So this means that all of your as I said, I actually did that reading for someone before, and it's the same message for you. Those little creative ideas are all coming in for you to structure and put into place. It's about looking at one thing at a time. What do I want to do now? And actually, instead of all of your energy being scattered, you're now going to bring and be a bit more productive with how you move forward. So thank you, thank you, thank you. How are we going for time? Cool, cool, cool. There's Connie. I'd love a reading. Okay. Yeah. And yes, and trees, I'll talk to you next. How's that? Okay. Oh, I wanted to just show you this. Where are we? Oh, where was I? Oh, just quickly here. This is what Ray said. I have about the reading that I just gave her. I'll stay vocal. This was an amazing reading. So thank you so much for the feedback, and that helps everyone else have confidence in what like the energy that we're doing here, the messages that we're getting here. So let's see, where are we? Oh, I kind of lost you. Oh, there we are. There's Connie. Would love a reading. So Connie, I'll do a reading for you. I just want to share that feedback because it's lovely to get feedback, and it's lovely to know that the tarot and working with spirit energy actually creates a difference and helps just give a little bit of a boost, an energy boost. And that's really what it's all about. When we connect to the tarot, when we connect to readings, we are connecting to a deeper part of who we are, where so much wisdom is available. It's just learning the language of that wisdom, right? It's not always what we think what it is. It's about stepping into our feelings, being okay with those feelings, and not having to know everything that's coming all the time, just knowing that everything is on the right path. And that sounds like word salad. That's exactly what it feels like when you dip in your feelings. It's really hard to put into words, but I just know doing this work, doing reading, stepping into this energy and sharing it with you all has just made my life amazing. So that's why I love sharing it. Okay, this is for Connie. I'll just get off my soapbox, right? Alrighty. Oh, Connie, look at this. All right, so this is like a real clearing. The tower can be really destructive in that sometimes it feels like that the decisions or the things that you've put in place, all of a sudden everything's falling down. The tower is clearing energy, almost a little bit. It can be a big destruction or it can be a smaller destruction. But when the tower is working with you, it is actually removing all of those things that are, we might have placed 10 things that we're doing we think are okay. The tower will come through and take away 6 of those things. It will remove them without us even having to do a thing, simply because we don't recognize where those things are actually impeding our progress. So 10 things requires a lot of energy. The tower comes along and removes 6 of them. That means we can then put our energy into 4, and we can actually see our way clear. We can see the future, and we're not trying to work out something that is going nowhere. We're not putting energy into something that's going nowhere. And that's what the tower, and this is how the tower is working for you, Connie. So please do not let any like sad news or where it feels like things are falling down, it can be a little bit it feels soul destroying, or it can be really hard to take, but all it's doing is clearing away and bringing the energy back so that you can put energy into something that's going to work rather than putting energy into something that is going nowhere. We want to be able to utilize our energy to the best of our abilities so that we can move forward. We don't want to be putting energy into sort of a dead end, and that's what the tower does. It cleans up our dead ends. It's not always pretty, but it doesn't always have to be that destructive either. So thank you, Connie. Now, trees. Trees, trees are from New Zealand. I hope you're still awake. I can see you've got your Z's happening there. Alrighty. So where I am in WA, right? It's only 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's good for me. But wherever you guys are, it's like late at night. I can appreciate that. So thanks for staying up with me. Alrighty. Love WA, by the way. Anyone out there from WA or WA or from WA? Love it. I'm loving your state. Absolutely loving it. It's the most amazing place. Ooh, it's giving me lots of vibes. Okay, so this is for you, trees. General reading. Woohoo! We got this card here. Ooh, 6 of Cups. Have a good look at that. I'll talk about The Six of Cups. Let me tune into that for you. So Six of Cups, a little bit sort of past stuff. I just wanted to talk about the Six of Cups generally at the moment. So it's like resolving the past. Can be past life stuff, this life, past stuff. Just reconciling the past and revisiting a little bit and being a little bit sad about it. But when you do visit it, you can think, oh, I don't really need to think about that anymore. And a little bit of melancholy around it. But I also want to look at that for you, trees, and give you a personal reading. So I'm just going to stop for a minute and stop talking and tune into your energy for a minute and look at the six, because I really think that the Six of Cups, it just gave me a generic thing, but I want to tune into you psychically apart from the Six of Cups, because I think there's something else going on there. So I'm going to go into a little bit of sadness, a little bit of like a lost sort of a feeling at the moment. It's not like, oh, I lost, I'm sad, I'm, whatever. It's just more about like there's a little bit of lack of self-confidence happening around you, a little bit of lost about what direction to head in, and that it's sort of that sort of drifting feeling around you at the moment. Can I just say, guys, whatever's going on at the moment, and no matter who you are, it is always the perfect thing, whether it's the worst thing or the best thing. You are in the perfect place to make the decision for the circumstance that you're in for the next part of your life. That's what, even if it's a really crappy, shitty, the worst thing ever, excuse my language, but it means you're in the perfect position to make a decision about how you want to move forward. And so when I tune in Teresa's energy, it's very much like a drifting, not really landing on anything, not really satisfied with anything, not really knowing where to go. So it's a bit of a drifting, lost feeling, right? A little bit like the six, I guess, especially with the floating on the water. So I do get that looking at the past bit about you as well, like you in your energy, you are facing the past, but I don't see you latching onto anything from the past in your aura. So you're sort of looking there, not seeing anything, looking forward, not seeing anything, not really sure how to direct your energy. So let's ask your soul, what's the message here for you? I can tell you what you're doing till the cows come home, but what is the message for you here? I want to give you a message because I can really feel you reaching out to me, Tree. So let's have a look. I'm trying to find you there. Where is your message? Have you guys met Trevor? If I want to get a stronger message, right, we're going to use Trev. He helps because he's the proxy. This is Trev's now Trees. Okay. Oh, you sort of. Oh, what are you doing? Just bear with me, guys. So as I'm generating energy here, I'm sending that out to everybody. Okay. So if you're having some your mind is not focused or you're feeling a bit sort of blurred, this energy is going out to everyone. I'm sharing it. Don't you worry about that. So you can just take a couple of breaths while I'm doing this, right? This is for everyone to share this generation of energy. Okay. All I'm getting for you, trees, is that this sort of poodling time that you're feeling at the moment is not a space to actually reach out and try and do something or trying to make something happen. This is a time of regeneration. So if you're to try and make yourself do something or think about the next thing to do or anything to do is just going to probably like plunge you into a sad space. So this is coming from Vicky. Practice a little bit of mindfulness so that you can just enjoy the moment. If you feel like right now going out for ice cream, just go out and have some ice cream. If you feel like right now going for a walk or just watching some telly or doing whatever, just do what you want to do in the moment. The future is coming towards you. The past is not hanging on to you anymore. It's just like a time of reconciliation and consolidation. So be kind to yourself. Don't worry about that you don't have a bit of direction at the moment. It is coming. It's just that this time is like a regenerative time for you. So sorry, I just went off with the fairies then, guys. So let's okay, that's for Therese. Okay, Teresa. Okay, let's get some energy flowing because I was off with spirit then, right? We were just doing a really nice thing. But that doesn't help with the high energy for some readings. All right. Let's see. Now, where was? Rosemary, I'm needing some reassurance. Am I on the right track? Let's have a look for you, Rosemary. All righty. Okay. All right. So this is for Rosemary. So straight up, Rosemary, I really feel like you are on the right track. The fact is that you it feels new, right? It feels that it feels like you're taking a chance, and in a way that you are, but because you're following your feelings, you know that everything's fine. It's just that because you have no experience of this sort of feeling that you have that everything's going to be okay, it feels weird. So it's not something that we're taught. It's not something that we're shown by any of our teachers or any of our tutors or mentors, whatever. It's a lived experience, and you're living an experience about trusting your own intuition. But I'm going to pull a card for you about the track that you've chosen or the path you've chosen. Let's see. I really love it. I just when I sit in your energy, there is a certainty about you. There is a just a knowing. It's not a big oh wow, and it's not a big oh. It's just, you know what, I want to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to do it one thing at a time. And it's I feel like it's just a perfect setup for you. Oh, look at this! If you want to make some money, woohoo! So it's really good. So if it's sorry, who doesn't love a bit of money, right? Sorry, no. So if it's about finances, it's a nice stability around it. But if it's about setting yourself up, and if it's about feeling grounded and feeling part of something and creating something for yourself to create a bit of stability in your life, you are absolutely on the right track, because the Nine of Pentacles is telling you that what you're doing is creating a beautiful foundation, and actually not creating it, you've already got that great foundation. So the next step and the next step and the next step are all grounded in this prosperity and this abundance. And it's an abundance that you have created. No one else has created. You've done it for yourself, and that's where the magic is. You know that everything is good because it's your idea. Okay, thanks for playing. Alrighty, let's have a look. Finding work to afford my rent. Ugh, yes, that's not always a fun thing, is it? All right, Julia. Let's have a look. Did we talk about this last week too? Okay, just a familiarity there. All right. Oh, so Julia, this is success, right? However, it's not going to be an easy success. It means that yes, there is money there for you to find your rent, but it's not it's like it's not coming to you. And this is, I've sort of had this sense here before. There is something, okay, so, and let me put it into, all of the words are coming rushing in. Let me put it into something that makes sense. There is a particular way that you, or like a line of thought that you think is the right way to go. And so what life is showing you at the moment is that there is a different direction that you can head in. This card here is actually like, it's almost like it's corralling you in that direction. So you might think, in order to afford my rent and find work, and I must follow these steps. Now there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that this is a learned and pattern of behavior that you've known and tried and trusted and all those sorts of things. But life is actually bumping you out of that. And saying to you, hey, Julia, there's another way of earning some money that we're going to keep sort of poking you and picking away at that to say, hey, have you thought about this? Have you thought about this to make some money? And you're sort of only just starting to notice it. But it's one of those is like, Julia, you could try this over here. And you're going, no, but this is what I do. Julia, you could do this. No, but this is what I do. Can I tell you guys? So Julia, so yes, sorry, let's just finish on that one before I lob off on a story. Still a few hassles, but see, that's smooth sailing. So yes, you will find the work that you need and the money that you require. There's still a few tough times ahead, but this is about lessons. It's about shifting you out of a particular mindset to help you understand a different mindset. I'll give you I want to talk about just quickly for you, Julia, an example. Like I can remember I used to have a job. I used to work with somebody. I had all that sort of things happening, and I still would if my health did not bump me out of it. This doing tarot card readings professionally was always ever going to be a retirement thing for me. I had been doing it for like since the early 90s. I've been practicing reading for people, but I just liked having a job. It was great. And then, but every time I put my energy into work, which my Capricorn mind and my logical mind said this is the way to go, something would go wrong. My health would fall down, everything but the dirt would fall down. And the only thing that made me feel good were readings and sitting in the spirit world and meditating and all that sort of stuff. So it wasn't this was, the thing that I was supposed to do. Walking with spirit, having spirit be such a big part of my life was the thing that was the thing to do was to bring it into my life. Whenever I brought that into my life, whenever I lived it, I embraced it and allowed it to be a part of my conscious self. Work fell down, my health fell down, everything fell down. The only thing that makes me feel good is working with people, doing tarot and readings and healings and stuff like that, which sounds, I'm not going to say that it's my purpose or that it's my destiny. It is just a way that I can access the spirit world to help me feel whole and complete. So, what all that bumping me out of that headspace meant was for me, it gave me an alternative and a way to support myself when I couldn't work anymore for a boss. And so that I didn't have to actually be a cripple in a wheelchair, I can actually do this and have some fun. For whatever time I've got left, if that's ever going to happen where I have to, use other sorts of things to get around, I'm not even thinking about that, not even going there. I'm doing as much as I can while I can. But it took all of that hardship and that different way of thinking in order to bump me out of that. And sometimes the hard part is actually listening to those other voices or allowing that other thinking in. Anyway, I'll jump off that soapbox now. Let's do some readings. Let's see. Oh, here's Rosemary, right. And you're going to myself here today. Yep. Close to tears. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for the feedback. And it helps everyone else know. God. Yes, I do live and look back at my past, but it's gone. Absolutely, absolutely. Trees, you've got beautiful energy. All right. Now, who we got here? Amy. Oh, Amy says, oh, sorry, Amy, I could get to you. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Tara. Oh, there we go. I just tuned in from Queensland, my home state, just after a bit of advice. What's the next step for me in my life? Okay. Well, I don't know what your next step is. Only you know that. But let's tune in to see what are you accessing in order to find that next step. Let's see. Actually, I might actually be able to find that out. Sorry, I just said I'm not going to tell you, but something's drawing me in here. Dara, let me have a look. Okay. Let's see. I love you for doing the stuff that I'm doing straight up. No, just the minute I'm drawing into your energy, right? You don't have to do tarot, but working with your intuition, working strongly with your intuitive psychic abilities, that's really drawing me in for you straight up. All right. You've got lots of laughter in your laugh. So you're very like when you laugh, you draw everybody in. So your energy is very vibrant and inclusive, and people love to be around you. So without even realizing it, you have a lot of healing energy that you generate naturally. So you invite spirit into your life all the time. A little bit of what do you call it? Uncertainty about what, like your abilities or how good you are at something, and so that laughter comes in when you're not sure about yourself. It's like almost like you laugh it off. You're also looking a little bit at your past, but you're not really. You're actually just not time wasting, but let me just wind that back a little bit. I'll pull a card for you. I really like there's some more learning for you to do, some more like bringing new skills in, but like really helping people feels really good for me, for you, from like around you. It's just finding confidence that the voice that you have is actually relevant. That's that's it's all about your voice. So whether you're a singer, whether you like to teach meditation or do meditation, whether it is something about speaking, counseling, or talking to people, teaching, even whatever it is where you're using your words and your voice is very relevant for you. What have we got here? Family. So whatever it is that you do, you are looking for stability. You're looking for a nice home life and a nice family life. So everything now that you are generating in your life is all geared towards creating a beautiful, comfortable home, family, and people who love you around you and support around you. So finding that confidence in yourself is going to help generate that. It's not going to come in before that happens, it'll come in side by side with that. As the more you trust yourself, the more that turns up for you. I love that. So you'll bring in that sort of beautiful stability and family time. Alrighty. How are we going for time, talking about time? Oni's here. Would love a card. Hello, Oni. Oh, who else did I see that was new? Okay. Next. All right. So, Oni, love a card. All right, let's pull a card for you. I'm not going to babble on too much. We've got the Four of Pentacles. No. Straight up, it's like, hey, like you don't have a lot of energy to give right now. You're hanging on to it. You feel a bit sort of guilty about it because you can't help here, there, and everywhere. But Ani can say you need to hang on to that for you for something right now. So don't worry too much about whether you can or you can't help. If it's required that you help somebody, the energy will be there for you to give. But right now, it's about reserving that energy. And I'm talking about physical energy for yourself right now. You need to have that. It's not the right time at the moment for your it's not your time to be expending your energy on everybody else. Because what's that saying? Once your cup is full, you're able to fill other people's cups. So, and that's the space that you're in right now. Right. Where are we? I want to go here. Alice, first time viewer, happy to listen. Well, I just found you there, so I'm going to do a reading for you. All right, so this is a general reading for you, Alice. 6 minutes to go. All right, loving the love here, guys. Thank you so much. All this, Three of Swords. Three, look out, that could be quite um um um. Three of Swords, very confronting card. So for you, Alice, at the moment, a lot of truth is coming to the surface. A lot of things to like sometimes that truth is hard to hear. However, the fact that it's in like up on the surface, it's there to be dealt with. You can then decide how you want to move forward. It can be a little. This is often a heartbreak card. However, unless that the things that are creating the blockage of the heart, of love, of moving forward, unless they come to the surface to be healed and be dealt with, the same situation is going to perpetuate itself, perpetuate. So there has to be a break, and there has to be so that that break can be a little bit confronting. There'll be some confronting things either around you now that you have dealt with or are coming up for you. However, on the positive side, it's just basically getting rid of all the rubbish so that you can move forward and begin to heal. You can't heal if all that rubbish is still rattling around inside. But let's see if we can't give you something on, like, let's look at the future. Where, after all that heartbreak and truth and the confrontations coming out, what's the outcome? Wisdom. So, what you haven't understood, all this confrontation, all this truth coming out, hurtful, sometimes a bit confronting, sometimes a bit hard to take or listen to, gaining of wisdom, and you'll actually be quite comfortable to walk alone and stand alone without requiring other people. So looks to me there's going to be a clearing of unsupported people from your life, and only having of those around you that support you, that love you, and support and like back your wisdom. But your own wisdom is coming to the fore, and all those other voices chop out of your life. Thank you for joining me. So who else are we? Oh, here's another first timer. first time here, anything you can tell me about would be truly appreciated. Absolutely. Alrighty, let's see. How many minutes? 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. All right, I'll do one more. There we go. 3 ones. That's third time. 3 times 3. Third times 3 ones is turned up. All right, let me just, on there, Glory, and I'm going to tune into your energy and read 3 ones for you. I might just make you the last one. Let's ease out of this then. Right, let's see. 3 of wands for you. Oh, okay. So I love this. All right. So you are shiny, you are sparkly, you glow. I love it. I love it. So 3 of wands energy means that wherever you head, wherever you're going to, it just creates a lovely atmosphere. You spark people up, you pick people up. You've got a great motivation sense around you. And I'm not really sure that you actually get that or understand that. You're at the moment, your job is not to take people and then work with them and that. You just turn up, you bring life to any party, you bring hope and joy and sparkles to any interaction. And that's really all that's being asked of you at the moment. So that means that keeps your energy high because that's given back to you. So it's a really lovely space to be in. It's not anything that you're heading, there's nothing heavy around that. It's if you're looking for a bit of a pick-me-up, it's as long as you're being yourself, you're going to get that back tenfold from anyone else that you're interacting with, or any workspace, any job that you're doing. You're just bringing sparkle and love and joy to it, and when that happens, you're getting it back tenfold. So lovely. You're actually helping out everybody at the moment. You're helping me out. I love it. I can feel like the gold dust spinning around me. So thanks for joining. Welcome. Okay. Ella says, love sensual ways. Thank you so much. Julie says, can I be your last message? 2 minutes, Julie. All right. In 60 seconds, here's your reading. Queen of Cups. That means that, Julie, you need, time to indulge. Be selfish. You are the queen of everything right now. So that means now she's the influence. I won't say manipulator. She is the influencer. So you have great influence at the moment. But I just get this here where I want to be selfish. I want to just do what I want to do. I want to eat everything. I want to just play everything. I want to do whatever. That's what the Queen of Cups is around you at the moment, Julie. So indulge. I don't know whether you've had a lot of lack around you at the moment. You don't have to have all the money in the world to indulge yourself. Just do the things that you love, that help you feel better, that you're giving to yourself. If you're not getting it from outside, then that just means that you're now going to fill your own cup up. But this is an influencing card, right? So that means that if you want something right now, you're going to get it. All you have to do is just say, hey, I want this. And everyone's going to say, oh, sure, here you go. Just by asking, okay? You don't have to do anything else. It's not manipulating, you're just influencing. So look at that. Okay, you can have that. And so that energy is around you to influence, to say, can I have that? And I would say, of course you can have that. So do it, spoil yourself, have a lot of fun. Alrighty, I have to go. That's 7:30. That's me. Let me play my sign out song. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you same time next week. Bye.